Hi, creative friends. This is Soraya, and thank you so much for being here. So, today I wanted to share this absolutely delightful book. It's called Layers of Meaning Elements of Visual Journaling. And I don't want to just butcher her name, so I'm going to leave this information in the description below. But I absolutely love this book. And I'll do a, not a flip through of every page, but I'll kind of show you the gist of some of her work. But I wanted to talk about how she approaches visual journaling. Now, she is a teacher and an artist, and this book was recommended by Connie Solera on her Instagram about 4 or 5 years ago when this book first came out. And Connie stated on her Instagram account, she said, normally I don't recommend art books, but she said that, she was really taken with this book and she just, she recommended it. So instantly I knew, okay, I need to get this book. So one of the things I just wanted to talk about that this author illustrates is she says that there are 7 elements in all of our visual journals. And while 5 of these elements I hear a lot of artists talking about, there are 2 elements or ingredients, if you will, that other artists generally don't talk about. So the first one is background, lines, color, text, images. And the 2 that are very unique to this book and this artist and her teachings is she talks a lot about intention. And I have heard other artists talk about intention, but she approaches it in just a slightly different way. And then she also talks about magical coincidences. And I just absolutely love that. So she says the magic happens in the alchemy of all the elements together and in the countless ways they can be connected to create exciting possibilities. So I tend to look at each of these elements as, say, ingredients. And then, you have these 7 ingredients and you're going to make a recipe. But you can combine these ingredients in so many different ways to create completely different products, if you will. So, one of the things that I really love is not only the intention behind every spread that I make, but also I invite magical coincidences into my work. So whereas before, just say something happened and I didn't want it to happen, and I kind of looked at it as, oh, I wish it hadn't have happened. It was a mistake. It looked so ugly. It ruined everything, that sort of thing. Now I tend to look at it like, oh, you know what? That splatter on this part of the page, it's just a magical coincidence because when I finish my spread, or if I'm in the middle of making my spread, I incorporate that into my work and I invite these magical coincidences into my pages. And I also set an intention before I work. For me personally, like I will, light a candle, I will take a deep breath in, I will kind of go into a quiet space for 5 or 10 minutes, and I will ask myself, like, what intention do I want to bring to my page? And this, it kind of puts me in a certain space that's different than before I started doing this. Because now, even when I go to pick my colors, I have that intention underneath. So I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. And I'll just flip through the pages here while I'm talking. But, just say that I set an intention before I'm doing an art journal spread. I really want to be vulnerable in this spread. I want to share my story. I want to be vulnerable. And now this way, when I go to pick my colors, I am more likely to pay attention to, okay, does this color resonate with my emotion? Does this color, appeal to my sense of, say, sorrow or joy or pain or vulnerability, rather than thinking, oh, you know what, I learned that these 2 colors don't go together, so I am not going to use these colors. And so it's really changed my whole entire approach to painting and to art journaling. And I just wanted to talk about this book because it is a really great addition to my library. And even if you didn't want to purchase the book, I don't remember how much it was, honestly. It was probably about $20 to $25. But if you don't want to purchase the book, maybe try to get it from the library, and just flip through it and see if it appeals to you. But I really love her 7 elements, so much so that I actually wrote it down on a piece of paper and I stuck it up on, like, above my studio desk, my working desk, when I first got the book. And I just kind of like is kind of ingrained in my work now. So I just wanted to share that. So if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.